Mm. Ah, what up, fam? You are looking live at your boy, dark skinned and not offended, clean shaven, no misbehaving. Darth Vader's only son and Count Chocula's favorite nephew. It is your main man's and them. It is your homeboy accounting time. What's going on, everybody? I hope y'all doing well. It's the weekend. Let's go out here and get this money. I hope y'all doing well. I hope y'all doing all right. On my channel, I usually discuss mhm, the cash. I talk about financing and accounting. Somehow I'm getting oxidation in my car and I don't know where it's coming from. But I'm going to have to let this baby air out because all my windows are foggy. And I know I rolled up the windows all the way through. So there's something that's not closing, or there's something that's not clamping down like it's supposed to, or I need to double check that because my car is cloudy, and that's okay. I get that. Ugh. Now we about to go out here and get this money. Mhm. Oh my God, these dudes and these e-bikes. Y'all act like y'all got real motorcycles out here. Get your ass out the street. So it is what it is. Um, she's putting her hair in a ponytail. I'm in traffic, of course. Oh, they go the beggars. They out here right bright and early. The beggars are out, of course. So yeah, so on my channel, I always talk about finance and accounting. I'm a regular guy working three jobs and all three pay every week. Go check out my previous live video going over the numbers. Don't mess up the count. Mhm. And you'll see me on my spreadsheet. Good morning, good morning. I can't even see the sun beaming in my face. I'm still trying to see who's saying hi, but hello. Mhm. How you doing? It is Saturday. It is that time of day. So I'm always checking in, of course. Always do these ride alongs when I go from one job to the next. So I'm always on the move. I'm constantly busy. So this is where your boy is at. Well, he was in a rush. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get to work. I ain't that pressed. The job gonna be there. So yeah, so I always teach you how to save your money, knock out your debts, pay up your credit cards. My credit score went up. I think it was like 70 something points yesterday because I had two credit cards that I basically maxed out one where it still had like $20 of available credit. And then the other one I already owed over the limit, paid those up to zero. Now, there you go. My score goes up, I save money. So now I think I went from like uh five something, now I'm in the mid sixes. Now all I gotta do is just get 75 more points and get up to the seven. So once I get to the sevens, we good to go. I done set up a call with the guy that's gonna do the credit repair, and I'm gonna get with him today. He gonna call me at noon, and then we gonna start seeing what debts we can get taken off, and then all the rest of the other debts that don't come off, that they actually say, "Oh no, he owes the debt," and they got all my information. I'll pay them. for sure. I will pay them. Mhm. I'll pay them and get them off. I'll get them my 700 credit score, and then either I can get me an LLC, get me a business loan, and get my coin car wash or my laundry mat, or I just get a personal loan, get that Nissan Leaf battery fixed, and then I could go ahead and stop driving this car and get all the repairs on it, and I could run that Nissan Leaf in the ground because it's all electric. And then I wouldn't even get like the normal size battery. Hell no. Oh no, we getting the bigger battery. Where I'm from, I live in Florida. From America. I live in sunny Florida. Uh, you know, so I try to make the advantages of what I got because I know at 52, you ain't gonna be working three jobs and stuff. This is something for someone that's in their mid late 20s going into their 30s. This will set you up for your 40s and 50s, but for me, this is gonna set me up for my 60s. Because I only got 8 years of my 50s, and I'll be in my 60s, and now you're gonna be looking at, oh, do I even get Social Security? Probably not. They'll probably just ban that shit because I wouldn't have anything to get with. But I try to teach people how to budget and save your money, and then get your money to work for you, like investing. Buy some stocks, buy some crypto, put your money somewhere where it can work while you sleep. Get those high yield savings accounts. So the money that you got in your bank account that can grow and help add to the money that you already got. So I try to do any and everything as much as I can when I can to keep this money. If you go back and look at my last live where I got the spreadsheet, you'll see I'm spending like maybe 1% of my income. Because when you do a pizza delivery, your tips and your mileage come from the people. Even if they don't tip you, you still getting paid the mileage. So that's money you can use to buy gas, to get little odds and ends. Everything ain't gotta come out of your check to pay for it. So I did put a credit on my light bill. I put a $200 credit. Now it's $222 of credit on my light bill. I want to make sure my light bill stays as a credit. You know, I know it's hard for me to read because the sun is like right here on this side of my face, and I'm going north, and I'm getting to work. I'm matriculating this ball, but this is. I checked Credit Karma last night when I got home from work. My score went up 74 points, and I'm like, yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. You know, because once you get the 700 credit score and getting over that, oh yeah, oh yeah, let me go around this cat and see, because I don't want to be riding on nobody. Mhm. And so you get to that 700 credit score, you gave yourself more money. Because when you're in the 700 credit scores range, now the banks look at you as someone they can trust and they can give you 25 to 50K. I know what I can do with 25 or 50K because if anything, I'm still going to save money regardless. So I can buy my Leaf battery, invest in crypto, invest in my stocks. I can empty out my savings to pay back the loan that I took. And you can call it even. Once the banks can see that you can pay off the 50K loan, now they're gonna give you a 100K loan. Now you can do two things. You can get you a house or get you a business. You know, for me, I'd rather get the business because the house don't come. You know, Mhm. you get out here on these stocks and get your shares up and get your coins up, and then save your money and don't have bad spending habits and be financially responsible. Yeah, at some point, like, yeah, you're gonna have to cut loose. You're gonna have to buy a lot of stuff. And trust me, when you have three cars, you really will be buying a lot of stuff. Whether it's the air freshener, the detailing, you will be buying stuff all the time. Every time you look up, you're gonna have to buy something. Like I buy my part and almost and double. So for this Audi, I got two starters, I got four sets of pads, and two sets of rotors. I buy all this stuff because these are the parts that's gonna wear out first. And so instead of waiting until the prices go up, and then when I need it, buy it now when the prices are low, and you have it for the future. You know, Woo. I just turned my man. The FHP ain't playing around today. They sitting out here. So let me get in the slow lane. But of course, I got my car wash subscription, and I gotta pay car insurance for the three car. Even though I only drive the Leaf to like, uh get what you call it, to go to the store, buy odds and ends. I don't go nowhere far in that car because I can only get 28 miles out of it. But I mean, it's cool. Mhm. It's a nice thing to have. Mhm. So I'm just saying it's gonna be good. Mhm. Yeah. So when you get yourself financially set up, you can never fall. Because once you start to feel that good life of having money, you ain't gonna want to go back being broke or being average. You know, you may physically can't get up and walk and go to each job and stay outside, and I gotta have water and hydrate so I don't get cramps and all this other stuff. You're gonna have to keep yourself in some kind of shape. At some point, you're gonna have to use your brain. The physical part, you ain't gonna be able to do no more. You ain't gonna be able to work in somebody's warehouse and fuck up your back. One day your back gonna be too tough to do it. So now you're gonna have to have the mental capacity to be able to make the money and sustain the lifestyle that you're living. And sustaining a lifestyle is just being financially safe. Keep your money, keep your investment, and make smart decisions. That's all that comes out to. Jesus Christ, I got to get this water out my car at some point. Mhm. So that's what I usually preach about. You definitely want to have something to fall back on. Because these corporations and stuff, they laying off people left and right. Still, they laying off people in the first quarter because they want to set up the fourth quarter to be like, oh, we've made tons of money this year. Yeah, you made tons of money, but look how many people you got rid of. And now you got to run around here and try to find a job to try to keep your household afloat. No, you got to find all kinds of ways to keep money in your pocket. You know, because I know some people. I done seen the videos on Anton's channel. Where people are like, man, I'm fed up with corporate America. They don't care about you and everything else. Like, well, it's a numbers game. And usually you'll be the piece of that puzzle on that chess piece that they'll move. If you make a lot of money and you only got that as your one job and stuff like that, they're not going to help you find another job. No, that's going to be your responsibility. So I'm telling you, it's going to be something else. And as usual, it looks like I'm the first one here, but at least they know I want to come to work. So we're all good on that. So I made it to work in one piece. I don't know where the fuck this water is coming from. And I got to vacuum this shit out because I'm smelling it and it's getting on my nerves. Yeah, because I see it up here in the sunroof. I don't know if the sunroof got leaks or what, but I got to find that out. All right, I made it to work in one piece. Hold on, let me see who all here. Speed, what's going on? All right. Damn, I can't read hardly none of these names. Nitty. Okay. Yep, I paid them off. Thank you. I don't know. Some of these names I don't even know. Jolanta, Mary Jane, what's going on? And I thank y'all for checking in. But yeah, I try my best to get this money as quick as possible and efficient as I can. Because I know physically I'm not promised tomorrow. Your boy is gonna need to be in top financial shape. hmm hmm Well, if your dream is to come to America, you got to work at it. I was about to say, damn, even my hat's not. I'm like, yeah, we got to fix this water problem in this car because this is bad. So, all right, guys. Hi from Indonesia. Sakila. Okay. Thank you for checking in from Indonesia. Otherwise than that, your boy is here in the atmosphere. I'm about to get in here and go to work, so I'm not late. I will talk to you guys when I leave this job and go to my other job. Yes, this is a double header, Saturday and Sunday, all day. And it's double headers during the week too, except for Thursday. But I'll holler at you guys later. Y'all be good, be safe out there, be aware of your surroundings, get your money and bounce. Go home to your family in one piece. Tell someone you love them because we all not promised tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all when I leave this job and go to the next one. Peace.